So here's one thing that I always do because I love to cook and I do love cooking for my dates. Ask them if they got any allergies to food. That's something that I always do. Or if they have any particular, things they hate, if they're vegetarians, vegans, it's pretty common now. And you want to know that ahead of time.
Hi, welcome back to another episode of the Streetwise English podcast. I'll be your host, Carl. I'll be talking to different American friends around the country, and you can join in and listen to interesting conversations about various topics ranging from dating apps to favorite dishes to what's the latest movie we've seen. We'll be talking in a casual manner. Hopefully this will be entertaining for you and also give you a chance to improve your listening and give you some material to listen to as you develop your American English. You can go to our website to find access to the written transcripts at streetwisenglishpodcast.com. The spelling of the website is in the links below, so be sure to check that out.
Do you like to cook?
Yeah, man, I love cooking. That's another move.
I know. This is we're segueing into the next step in the.
Wait, are we doing this? Are you and I doing it? My greatest challenge.
Okay, so our last chat we talked about dating apps. So let's just assume that everything is going smooth, and you're cooking the ravioli for.
I got her at my house.
Yep.
Oh, okay.
What's your choice dish that you like to make to impress the ladies?
So here's one thing that I always do because I love to cook and I do love cooking for my dates is ask them if they've got any when you're talking to them and if you get to the point, and this is an advanced move, it's not necessarily an advanced move. Maybe it just works on the wrong type of people that they will just come to your house to straight away or within a date or two. Ask them if they got any allergies to food. That's something that I always do. Or if they have any particular, things they hate, if they're vegetarians, vegans, it's pretty common now. And you want to know that ahead of time. And I like to cook a lot, and I've dated a lot of vegans and vegetarians. So I can pull off those dishes pretty easy. To answer your question, my go-to, and I recommend it for people because the ladies seem to love it. There's a little bit of a double entendre with it as well. Is fish tacos or shrimp tacos. It's super easy to make. They're easy to make while also talking to a person because you don't want to be making something where all of your attention is there, or you know what I mean, or if your attention is lost for a moment that all of a sudden the dish is fucked or you can't pay attention to her because you're making some creme brulee with a blowtorch or some shit. You know what I mean? You want to be able to do something where you can have a conversation. And ideally, if you guys are really into each other, it's fun to also have a dish where she can sort of help out. You know what I mean? So.
Smart. So the fish tacos and the shrimp tacos sound great. Now let's just say we talked about food allergies. What kind of food allergies have you run into other than she's simply a vegetarian and doesn't eat seafood or meat? So
I've run into shrimp. And shrimp is one that'll kill you. You know what I mean? And nuts are one that'll kill you. I've run into that as well. People have a nut allergy, and those are really good to know because that sort of thing will get them. Let's see here. And sometimes people be like, I hate olives or and it's also just another good conversation piece. Girl tells you she hates olives. You happen to love olives. And you can tease her a little bit or find out what's going on with that, or did she eat a bad olive or that type of thing. It's just another way to.
So this is still in the conversation stage. This is not she's on her way to your flat.
No, yeah. This is before you go grocery shop. This is you figuring out what you're going to cook.
Okay. So
this is after she's agreed to let you cook for her and she's going to come over. Then you start asking these questions. It shows that, you're putting some thought into it and you're giving some, give it. Another good move if you like to do pizzas is, or if they like pizzas, a fun date idea is, what naan bread is?
Yeah.
They make prepackaged naan bread, and you can make a really good pizza with a naan bread crust. And just throw it in the oven for 8 minutes, man. It's good to go. And you can have fun making your own pizzas together. And you can you can chop up a little bit of fun different ingredients and shit like that. And then you can. So that's another fun idea.
Can you just for the sake of someone practicing their English listening to this conversation. Can you tell me exactly how you make your mini pizza, non-pizza? Can you describe the steps for me?
Sure. Well, the non-pizza is going to be a pizza. Well, the crust is going to be prepackaged,
And non-bread is what they use for cooking Indian food, right? Or correct. Middle Eastern. Yeah, it's kind of like a double thick tortilla.
Yeah, right. Similar to that. Mm-hmm. But you can use also just prepackaged pizza dough as well. I mean, it doesn't have to be. The nice thing about non-bread is it's already cooked. So really, when you put it in the oven, you're just kind of toasting it with the whatever the pizza toppings are on top. I'm sorry, I forgot that this was what the target audience was here.
No, we're crossing over a little bit. It's interesting. Okay. Yeah.
All right. But cooking is definitely a fun thing to do together. I've found that and I've made curries before for people. I've made for a girl that I really liked once. I went whole hog and made her some really good ramen with like all authentic ingredients and shit like that. So it all depends. It's a fun thing to do. And it's also, it's showing your skills off a little bit, which is also not a bad thing. If you're a horrible cook, then don't do this, or just go with something that and you can make without too much fuss and too much mess. You don't want to trash your kitchen either.
But nowadays, you really don't have an excuse for being a horrible cook because you have YouTube, right?
Right. Exactly. You should be able to do these things.
Yeah. You can learn how to make a triple level cake on YouTube. Anything. It's unlimited, right?
It's unlimited. Yeah. Don't, and I would recommend too, especially the first, time or so you're meeting somebody, getting used to them is, you're not going to be trying to make some sort of candlelight dinner. Don't do anything where it's like going to take a long time, or that if you fuck up, it's this, huge problem. You want to make something simple, because really the point of making a meal together with somebody is that you're having a conversation. It's lighthearted. Depending upon what the rest of the evening's like, you don't want to be loading them up with a lot of heavy pasta, you know what I mean, or anything like that. And also too, in the West, we've got things called charcuterie boards, and that's always a good move. You know what I mean?
Well, I've never heard of that. What the hell?
You've never heard of a charcuterie board? Get out of here.
No, man. Are you speaking Arabic? What is that?
No, it's Italian, maybe. French. It's just the idea of like they're presented in the West really on just on a big wooden cutting board, with just, you'll have some meats on there, some cheeses, some olives, some fresh fruit.
Like a cheese plate, or kind of on a board. Okay. I didn't know the proper term for that. Yeah. So you've got crackers, you've got fresh grapes, cheese, some and be
a little adventurous, maybe instead of Ritz crackers, maybe get yourself a little baguette, a little olive oil to dip it in, you know what I mean? Don't get the pre-sliced pepperoni, get yourself a nice sausage stick, you know what I mean? A nice dry salami, slice it up. And you can go, artichoke hearts, you can go capers, you can go olives, you can do all kinds of fun stuff, Fruits are great. And those are easy to be eating and talking at the same time as well, which is fun.
Oh yeah, that's good stuff, man. It sounds like you've spent a fair amount of time in the kitchen.
I have. I've not just on dates, but also cooking for my family as well. My family's all in the restaurant business. I've raised 2 children who are now young adults and out in the world, and I did the majority of the cooking for them growing up. So now they both love cooking as well. So,
wow. That's really useful stuff, Josh.
So if your date goes really well, you can have children and then teach them to cook. So it just perpetuates.
And now, can you share with us what you're cooking tonight? Because I know you have to go and check on the stove right now. So
yes, I do.
What's on the dinner on the menu tonight?
So I'm making a pot roast, which is basically just a large roast of beef. It's kind of it's going to be, I'm cooking it in a pressure cooker called an Instant Pot. So it can be done in like an hour and a half instead of being slow cooked for 7 hours. And I've got some potatoes in there, some broth, some onions, some little baby onions, some red potatoes, and some different spices on the meat as well. So it'll be done here pretty soon, and that'll feed me for a week.
Wow. Impressive. All right. And well, thanks a lot. I think it's actually time for you to go because it has been 10 minutes.
My thing's telling me that I got 4 minutes left.
Okay. All right. Okay. So then what's for dessert?
Oh, we are doing this. Oh, we are doing this, aren't we?
Oh, yeah. You're giving out all the secrets, man.
For dessert, is that a double entendre? Like, what's for dessert?
No, this is just keep it PG-13. This isn't
PG-13.
R-rated. Yeah.
So if I'm doing something at home for, cooking for a date, what's for dessert? I typically won't do one. If I am going to do something, it would be light, because a lot of times, it's always good to have ice cream in the fridge. It's never a bad idea. You know what I mean? You can have, I'll make something with fruit. I always make, this is just this thing for me. I always make that's going to sound like a double entendre. You can edit that. I was going to say I can always make my own whipped cream, but that sounds like a double entendre. That's just a so I don't have any like dessert dishes that I go and do. If you find out she's got a sweet tooth, there's a thing you can look them up on YouTube called mug cakes. And basically what it is you put a few, just like a couple of teaspoons of cocoa powder and a couple other basic pantry items in a mug. And you microwave it for like a minute and a half, and it makes like a cake inside the mug, and it's pretty slick. You drop a little, and it's pretty cool, and it's quick, and you don't have to think about it too much ahead of time. But the last thing you want to do is like make a big plate of brownies or something like that. I don't know. Maybe you do. I don't.
No, that's good. Yeah, I think ice cream is quick and easy, right? Just need a bowl
quick and easy, and pretty much everybody likes it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And if she's vegan, you have orange.
You got two choices. I got soy ice cream right over here too.
Yeah, I've had a coconut ice cream recently that was really good.
A nice move as well.
Yeah, a pint like this costs about $10.
You can also get, I go through a big bag of frozen berries like every week. But, if you get a big bag of frozen berries, you can microwave that, for 30 seconds, throw a little bit of half and half on there. And it's, a little bit of powdered sugar. And that's a fun little dessert, you know what I mean? Without being too heavy, you know what I mean? You don't want to give some girl a huge slice of cake. And when she's just trying to meet you and shit like that, she's not going to feel comfortable with that. Maybe, I don't want to speak for all ladies. Some will. You're going to get a lot of mail saying, "What the fuck, that guy? I want cake."
Yeah, that's funny. So just for the ladies out there, if let's just say she's hosting the dinner,
yeah.
How easy is it to your heart, through your stomach, or how's that expression work? Can she win you over with her culinary skills?
It never hurts. It was funny. One of the more recent girls I dated called herself a chef, and it was, and I try to be supportive, everybody's got to learn, but she was really bad at cooking, and it was painful because, you don't want to support them too much if they're horrible, because then you're just going to get more and more food. You know what I mean? If that's, again, depending, if you're just trying to meet this person for, a very brief amount of time, it doesn't really matter if they're going to cook. If you're looking for a relationship and somebody can cook, that's a real nice thing to have. You know what I mean? That's a real big plus. So yeah, that goes for everybody. It goes for all genders. It goes for all orientations. Learn how to cook. It's a good skill to have. You know what I mean? Or it's never a bad thing to know what to do in the kitchen.
Let's keep it clean. Keep it clean, Josh.
In the kitchen.
All right, man. This has been good. It's about the 15-minute mark. -2, it's 13 minutes. We had a bit of intro that I'm going to cut out. But thanks a lot, Josh. And look forward to talking to you and sharing your many diverse skills, your Tinder skills, etc.
Yeah, sounds great.
All right, man.
Thanks, man.
Thanks a lot. Okay,
Bye.
talk to you soon. Peace.
You can go to our website to find access to the written transcripts.